But look, we're growing our economy. Got more to do. We're improving our quality of life. We're literally building a better America because of all of you. In fact, Buy American has been the law of the land since the 1930s. And I have to admit to you, Congressman Carper, my buddy, I didn't realize that when they wrote the law in 33 about unions organizing, they also had a provision in there. Any money, it says any money the president is sent from the Congress to invest in an investment in America should use American workers and use American products. Past administrations, including my predecessor, failed to buy American. Not anymore. Kamala and I are making sure the federal projects building American roads, bridges, highways, and so much more beyond that, like aircraft carriers and tanks, they'll be made with American products and built by American workers, creating good paid American jobs. How can we be the strongest nation in the world without leading the world in science and technology? I mean, think about it. We walked away for a long while investing in science and technology as a government. During the pandemic, American people learned about supply chains. You know, I remember going home saying the supply chain, and my family, the supply chain. What the hell's a supply chain? No, but I'm serious. Think about it. It became common knowledge what we're talking about to the average American. And the shortage of semiconductors, those little tiny computer chips, smaller than the tip of your finger, that power everyday lives, from smartphones to automobiles to dishwashers to advanced weapon systems and so much more. Think about it, it takes over 3,000 chips to build an automobile. Remember the crisis when you didn't have access to them in the automobile industry? And by the way, we invented those chips here in America. And we still design the most sophisticated chips in the world. But over time, my predecessors thought it was better to manufacture those chips overseas because labor was cheaper. That's why they went overseas. The result, when the pandemic shut down those chip factories overseas, the price of everything went up because we didn't have enough chips here in America. We learned the hard way that one of the best ways to strengthen our supply chain is to make sure the supply chain starts in America. Starts in America. And by the way, if I get hold in the back there, that's why I have great relations with our European friends. But this is one where they go, whoa. That's why I literally wrote and signed the CHIPS and Science Act to bring manufacturing back home and so much more. As a result, private companies from around the world are now investing tens of billions of dollars to build new chip factories right here in America, New York, Ohio, Arizona, all across the country. You know, it takes time to build these factories. Look, the number of construction workers is way up and they're making good salaries. Already creating tens of thousands of jobs in construction facilities. But the American public's going, well, where's all this going, Biden? Because they expected this to happen overnight. You got to build the factories first. When these factories are finally built, we'll have tens of thousands of jobs running those factories, so-called fabs. As you all know, this is one audience I want to explain to you, these fabs are bigger than football fields. Creating jobs that are going to pay over $100,000 a year, and you don't need a college degree. And it's going to generate such economic growth when the one outside of Columbus, Ohio, 1,000 acres, I call it a field of dreams. The old playbook was to go abroad, the cheapest labor, export American jobs, import foreign products. Our new playbook is we export American products and create American jobs right here in America where they belong.